back here?
I'm subbing for Carol in ER tonight. What about you? Did you find Lucky?
Nope. Haven't heard from him all day.
That's ridiculous. Maybe if I call.
No. First of all, he'll know I put you up to it. And second of all, I don't want you running interference. Lucky would only resent it.
Is there anything I can do to help?
This whole thing has me feeling so helpless.
If Lucky's having problems at work, it's not like you can ask him to quit. And if he's so determined to be jealous of Patrick, how are you supposed to avoid him? You work in the same hospital.
Maybe it's not all his fault. I get so caught up in the routine of things. Like taking Cameron to daycare and taking care of the house and just doing my job. I thought that I was getting Lucky enough attention, but maybe I'm not. Maybe he feels like I'm too busy, that he's not a priority. We've been fighting so much lately.
Don't you dare blame yourself. Elizabeth, Lucky loves you, and I'm sure by now he's regretting everything that he did and all of the times when he didn't take your call today. He's probably just trying to come up with a way to apologize.
We just need to remind ourselves of what we do have. For so long, we were dying to have an apartment of our own, and now we have one. And I'm not an artist, and he's not a musician. We have each other. We have Cameron. We have a really great life. Lucky and I just need to reconnect.
Emily's right. I'm doing everything I can not to take these pills. Did Lainey say how the pills will affect you? There's no way of knowing. She says, doctors rarely get it right the first time. And if you give too much, patients get numb. If you don't give enough, then it doesn't do any good. So basically, they'll have another breakdown.
So she's going to have to watch you very closely.
Yeah, but do I want to take that risk? I don't want to have another breakdown. It scared the hell out of me. I don't want to go through that again, acting out the damage I did to everyone, including myself.
Well, Sonny, then maybe the biggest risk would be to do nothing at this point.
But what's the trade-off? What if I take that medication and it turns me into a robot? And I got no feelings, and I just going through the motions. What kind of life am I going to have?
Do you trust Lainey? Do you trust her? If she sees she's giving you too much of the medication, you think she's going to cut you back? She's a good doctor.
But maybe the truth is I don't want to be cured, because I don't want to come out of this a completely different person.
I think you are who you are,
Who knows? There are no black or white answers here, only gray. What is that expression? The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. I've made decisions in my life based on who I am, how I see things. I've made a life for myself, for better or for worse. What if I take that medication and I figure out that everything that gave me joy, the business, respect, power, and most important, the people in my life, I figured out that maybe they're not good for me. And I have to give them up.
If bipolar disorder is hereditary, then my entire family is at risk, because it's not just Christina, it's Rick, it's Molly.
There's no blood test to tell who has and who doesn't either.
All right, so I will go on the internet and I'll do some research. I'll speak to Dr. Winters, and I'll bring Christina in for an evaluation if necessary.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm sure she is too. I just, I want to cover all the bases. It's not a tragedy. It's a manageable condition.
Yeah, you just don't want to think about your kid being ill.
No, you don't. But admittingly, as you say that, I have been trying to rethink every tantrum that Christina has ever thrown, and every time she cried without reason.
No, we can't do that, because kids have tantrums when they're young. Michael would get so wild, I'd set him on a soft carpet and I'd let him pound it out.
It's okay. It really is okay, Carly. We're just not going to overreact.
Yeah. And Dr. Winters will tell us what to look for.
I'm sure she will. You know, quite frankly, I'm not surprised. You think about all of Sonny's rages, and when he would throw the furniture, and he would drink to put himself to sleep, his depression. He didn't like being alone.
I always thought that was from his childhood. His abusive stepfather, him not being able to protect his mother.
I'm sure that's relevant, but he also has a chemical imbalance. He must have been in a lot of pain, and I wouldn't want that for him, anyone else, especially not Christina and not Morgan.
No, and they're secure and they're happy and they're already off to a better start. So,
And if either of them show any symptoms,
we'll get them treatment and they'll live a normal life.
right. As long as their father shows good example.
Welcome home.
What's all this?
Cameron's asleep. Thought maybe we could have a glass of wine and relax, reconnect.
You know, it's been a long day. I don't feel like talking about our problems right now.
Okay, well, we'll skip the talk. We'll turn on the music and we'll just take it from there.
I'm really tired. Can we just do this another day?
Hey, I know we've had our misunderstandings, but that's all they are. Lucky, I love you. There is no one else for me, least of all Patrick Drake.
You know what? I really don't want to get into this.
Okay, I've been looking all over town for you, trying to tell you that I didn't accept those flowers that Patrick gave me.
And would you have accepted them if I hadn't caught you?
The flowers were inappropriate. I would have refused them regardless. Patrick, he's kind of a friend and a co-worker.
That's why every time I come by the hospital, you're always hanging around with?
Oh, God, why do I have to keep defending myself? Nothing has ever happened and nothing ever will.
And why doesn't he quit? A guy doesn't keep flirting unless he's getting some encouragement.
He flirts with me to get under Robin's skin.
Right.
Yes, right. And everyone at the entire hospital knows that. But for some reason, you can't believe it. It's almost like you want me to be cheating with Patrick. Why is that?